put in the LX4. Everything, well, some large issues in the back of the field through the first chicane. I missed him while trying to sort out issues here. But Hugo Lewis and Peter Dolzel are coming to take the first lap complete across the line. This is a 2-hour race, straight race, 1 pit stop required between the beginning of the race and 5 minutes till the end. You have to wait until lap 1, after you complete lap 1, to make your pit stop, and also you must make your stop before 5 minutes to go in the race, in this 2-hour race. I am working at this time also to get the tracker actually showing data, to actually recording it. But yeah, just waiting on Chris Wilkinson to receive his, or get his microphone sorted out. Alrighty, no tracker. I just realized that I'd forgotten to change to the correct IP. We will have to run it after the race and get those results that way. There will be a 1-lap penalty for anyone who telepits and then rejoins. But timeouts will only incur the penalty of the time you lost. Here we go. We got Ed Collett, who also had spectated, and also Imatas Kasperionis, who continues lead over Seidel and Araujo. Several drivers have made their pit stops already early in this race. And it also got some good interclass battles here. We have Stuart Baker and Frederick Muller battle between FZ5 and FXL. FXOs have 3% restrictions. So, and a battle back here for, what's that, 7th between Hardwick and O'Keefe. But Hardwick in the FZ5 pulls away with the power, but a little better cornering from O'Keefe, who runs it wide.
So hello folks, as Jonnathan Palmer has said, welcome to the NDR Christmas event. Sorry about the technical difficulties I and the stream itself was having earlier. We had a bit of a problem with multi-BC before we started, which meant we had to sprint over here to get the broadcast going, and then I ended up having a freshly wiped laptop to try and sort out. And had problems with it, as you see Runas of Deadline Racing trying to round the car of Salama of Concept Racing, yep, and he does that very, very well. And behind as well, here comes Lombardi, trying to make it stick as well. Kasparunas off somewhere. There he is in his XRT, not having the best of days, as we've already heard. Jack Sedgwick and him already a lap down after being in the pits. Pantola, Dozal and Lapavot also pitting. And here is Salama, trying to round, not Salama, sorry, Reno Coots trying to round everybody after the problem he's had. In comes Salama into the pit lane. Obviously having some tyre problems here, but look at the RP4, it's actually got a bit of legs on the LX there, coming around the outside, or trying to, but Reno Coots will have a bit better speed through the corners, I would imagine. Michael Booth behind in following very, very closely. Also, Dolniak is slowly approaching the car of Chevy in the RAC raceabout, as its full name is. Coming now into the left-hander, 90-degree left. Kasparunas off once again. And you wonder how much practice he's done, really, don't you? Oh, very sideways. He must have some very, very hot rear tyres, and he gets in the way of I don't know who that was, unfortunately. Oh, he's very sideways, he spins in the wall, goes Kasparunas. Must pit now. Where's he going? What is he doing? Well, into the pit lane he comes, thankfully. Michael Booth approaching the back of Vincent Lombardi. 1 hour 48 to go in this 2-hour race. Here from Fernbay Gold. Ooh, Lombardi very wide, nearly in the wall, just managed to keep it out. Michael Booth will have more legs on him because of that. Lights going on Michael Booth's car, he really means something here. Around the outside, he's going to try and go. Lombardi will hold the inside, sideways from Lombardi in that 4-wheel drive RB4. Holding on to it though, side by side again. Michael Booth, he's going to try and go side by side through the chicane, and he does it as well. Lombardi has to yield, spectating as well is Ant Collett. That's a good move from Michael Booth. Just ahead as well, Reno Coots in that rather damaged LX, trying to get past the FXO of Runas and having a very, very hard time of trying to do it. Casper off again. Oh my life. Oh, and there's sideways from Nico Ventola as well. However, Coots has now made it past Runas. Jan Laprevot after pitting, as well as Salama, who ahead of him, who is also pitted in that one of the very few Christmas-themed skins today. But Jan Laprevot is closing down on him in that RAC, quite a bit quicker on the straight, but it's whether he can handle it round the corners. It's a very, very good track for this. But down the inside he comes, does Jan Laprevot. Makes moves, stick moves, ooh, a bit wide on the exits, but he's going to have the inside line for the left-hander, and he will take 18th place in this race. Look at Dozal as well behind. He's been in the pit lane after that big crash and roll and just managing to get it back on the wheels that you saw earlier on. And he's going to be in the draft of Salama. Coming down the pit straight, down the inside he comes, side by side. Oh, he's even going to have the move well done before the first corner. Good move by Salama in the RAC, but as I was saying, these cars, the FXO and the XRT and the RB4, are also sort of able to compete with the higher spec cars if the higher spec car driver isn't particularly in tune with his car and can't go around the corners particularly quickly. But look how much Dozal's caught on the back of Jan Laprevot, and he's going to come down the inside into the left-hander. Now, can he make this move stick? Jan Laprevot will turn in, trying to keep him behind, but that's not going to do anything. Dozal takes the place on his charge back through the field. Also, Piroppo in the LX4 chasing down Michael Booth in the Mare Racing FXO. FXO, the only front-wheel drive car running today. Everyone else rear-wheel drive or four-wheel drive in the case of the RB4. Not many RB4s on the track at the moment though. Sadel, who's currently in second place, teamed up with Nico Ventola in 2 RSCs. Oh, very aggressive through there, but he is currently second. Hugo Luis still leads though, by quite a way as well. He's coming onto the bridge now, and as you saw Sadel coming through there just now in the background. Bombardi also having been passed, or is attempting to pass Karalampu in the LX4 head. And Jack Atkinson, our race organiser today, instead of just Jonnathan Palmer, has just pointed out to me that he believes that this is the first ever Live for Speed race where you've got every single drivetrain in Live for Speed. As you see Casper go wide once again in that XRT, 2 laps down now. But yes, you've got front wheel drive, front engined, front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, front engined, 4-wheel drive in the front, mid-engined in the on the rear wheel drive platform, and rear wheel drive on a rear engine platform. So yes, we've got just about everything today. And here is Donnelly on Pipboro. 2 LX4s having a battle for the first time today. Look on the grass goes Donnelly trying to be overtaken or overtake the car of Piporo. And look at the advantage Pirapo has already on him. Big mistake obviously from Donnelly, nearly running wide, nearly dropping a wheel on the grass on the outside of the final corner. That's a move made relatively easily by the car. Hugo Louise trying to lap Salama in the FXO, nearly running wide in that section for Hugo Louise. Sadel also about to get around the lapping the already 1 lap down car of Jack Sedgwick. Fred loves pie driver. I'm sure Fred does love pie. Michael Booth under attack from Karampalu as Pantola has been off. He's back on. They were still side by side though, and that FXO trying to hold on to the back of the LX4. No joy though when the LX4 takes a position. So with less excitement now, I'll try and say his name properly. That was Karalampu. Phew. Some fun names tonight, eh, folks? And here you can see the car of Baker being closed in by Oscar Hardwick behind, and Baker in one of the few Christmas themed skins, as I've already said. Not going particularly quickly in that FZ5. Oscar Hardwick driving the same variety of car. So it should be a rather close battle of driver's skill rather than the speed of the car. Oscar Hardwick dropping back in the slow corners, Baker getting a better run out of them. But down the straights, it looks like Oscar Hardwick has the edge on his setup. You also saw Mantius Kasperianis once again going off the track as I time out. Brilliant. The first of them is let me try that one again. The first of I'm sure very many that we'll experience today. But I suppose it's all in the fun, isn't it? No, not really, is it? But anyway, we're back once again, and as you can see, we've missed the overtaking maneuver on Oscar Hardwick of on what's he called, Baker, from Oscar Hardwick. He's now taken the position, and that is Seidel still struggling to get past. Hugo Luis has dropped back, and we've missed Y as well. Sod's law that you're going to time out when everything happens, but we just have, unfortunately. Pantola and Sedgwick, both cars are lapped down. Pantola very sideways out of the chicane. Look at him sideways, he's going to go through the tyres. That's a big smash from Pantola. He's had to shift S, unfortunately. And Jack Sedgwick carries on. He will hold 20th position, only 21 runners now. And Jack Sedgwick, the last of them, except for Mantius Casparinas, who we haven't seen out of the gravel on the stream yet. Oh yes, we have, there he is. Being chased by Jan Labravot, his former teammate. Ooh, look at how sideways Mantius is. Oh, and there's Runas going wide as he is being caught very quickly by the LX4 of Pirappo.
Oh, Cedric has just flipped. Cedric has just flipped out on that last turn.
Oh, yes, he has. He's very lucky, however. Right on the edge of the pit lane, he's slowly trundling. Oh, and he's disconnected,
He's
so
gone.
Jack Sedgwick retires. Yeah, Pirappo has got past Runas after Runas got held up by Casparinas. Having a bit of a Casparinas moment, I suppose we can now call it, after his many antics in just about everything. Looking now at the third and final Christmas themed skin of Gino van Varseveld, and that is considerably more obvious than the other two's skins. Very, very loud and very, very proud. But he must be a fan of Christmas, not being a Scrooge like me. Me. Jan Laprovod just making it past Gino van Varseveld and Pirappo. He's upside down as well. He's been upside down from obviously making contact on the outside of the bridge. And he joins the spectators. As far as I'm aware, you are allowed to rejoin. Yes, you are. You're allowed to rejoin after a flip or outbound or something like that. But you do lose a lap. Jack Sedgwick not particularly wanting to take that option, but whatever for him. Meanwhile, Dolzal and oh god, Sharalampu rather close to each other earlier on, but Dolzal's now pulled away quite considerably, and he's going to have to lap Casparinas. Once again, a very dangerous feat to be trying, but they both managed to do it rather safely, actually. A bit sideways there from Sharalampu. That is a brilliant name, Sharalampu. brilliant name, as Gino van Verseveld in the Battle of the RB4s is closing up on Lombardi. Yeah, Gino van Verseveld not doing too bad for himself at the moment. He's still closing up on Lombardi by the looks of things. Lombardi not particularly akin to the RB4. Not much experience in it by the looks of things, and Gino van Verseveld really closing up on him now. Can be Lombardi even defending for a time there, but Gino doesn't have the run on him. Now he is very close, and he'll probably have the draft for the pit straight if he can hold on to it through these few corners. So again, making sure not to do a Sedgwick, and now he's going to have the draft down the pit straight. Look at Lombardi defending side by side, about to come into the first corner. Lombardi will hold his defensive line. Gino van Verseveld won't back off. Lombardi very sideways coming into the first corner. Gino van Verseveld is looking down the inside, No, says Lombardi. Oh, and Gino van Verseveld dropped a wheel there. Went very sideways through the chicane, which can cause quite a lot of accidents, as we saw in the Mini FBM. Or was it the, no it wasn't, it was the, no, what's it called? LFS Kart Light. Here not too long ago, but Gino van Verseveld catching up very quickly after that incident. Gino back in the draft once again, as we saw Lombardi drop a wheel on the outside of that corner, which a lot of people do, just overjudge it. And now down the inside comes Van Verseveld, yeah, that's right. And he will take the place. Will he overcook it? Will Lombardi try and cut down the inside? Yes, he will, but he doesn't have the run. And Gino van Verseveld up to 15th now of the 19 runners we have remaining. And here is Baker slowly catching on Hardwick, who is being caught by Kenneth O'Keefe behind in the FXO. That's a brilliant drive up to now from Kenneth O'Keefe, still yet to bin it. And Baker now all over the back of Hardwick. Hardwick has overtaken Baker in the past few moments, but look at Kenneth O'Keefe now on the back of Baker. He's going to try and have a move by the look of things. He's got a good run. He's not going to have the power down the straight that the FZ5 does, but he'll have the draft. So that'll at least pull him forward a little bit on the back of Baker. Didn't lose too much time, and down the inside he's going to come. He's going to go side by side with Baker, and he's going to make the move stick by the looks of things. Down the inside into the left-hander on the brakes, but he makes that move stick, and Baker's not going to be close enough to make another challenge very soon at all. Oh, that was a good drive from Kenneth O'Keefe. Dozal on his fight back through the field after that roll and big collision he had with the wall on the pit straight, and he's going to come around the outside of Ruinas into turn 1. Ruinas isn't going to hold his ground because he knows that Dozal is so much quicker. Ooh, Dozal sideways in the exit. Donalik seemingly being off in his something. That's an LX4, I'll tell you that for free. Now Van Verseveld on the back of Casper Ruinas once again to try and lap him, and Sadel, our second place man, trying to come through as well. He's going to go to the outside of Van Verseveld diving and dodging around all over the place. Van Versveld sideways on the brakes, trying not to overcook it and bash into the side of Sadel. But Hugo Luis, our race leader, Lombardi being pressured by Araujo to try and get out the way in that LX4. Lombardi now going to try and eat Casparinas alive, and he's going to go to one side, 3 wide for a time there. Araujo nearly getting taken out by the RB4 of Lombardi as they both passed, but they both managed to survive nicely. And here is Chebby under attack from Dozal. Chebby with a good drive now, he's in 9th. Dozal 10th, but he's going to want that 9th back because he qualified 2nd and he was running 2nd for quite a time. But down the inside he comes into turn number 1. And he will be on the brakes a bit later, I would have thought. And he's going to make the move stick. Chebby doesn't have a reply to that, unfortunately for him. And Dozal takes 10th place. Jan Laprevat slowly making his way back off the field, chasing Michael Booth, but he had a bit of an error running with the tyres that Michael Booth scattered across the floor. And Baker under attack from Dozal. Dozal very quick in this RSC car. And now he's going to have the slipstream down the main straight. Or is he? Yes, he is, definitely. He's going to go the outside as Baker is sort of holding an inside line. Not going to let him pass. Now he dives down the inside as Dozal. Not soon enough though. Doesn't have enough overlap. Excuse me. And but Baker sideways on the exit. Now what can Dozal do? Absolutely nothing. As he sits behind and he goes sideways, he's going to spin it. Dozal is the wrong way around on the exit of the chicane, and that's the 2nd time he's been off. He's going down, 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 backwards, backwards, backwards to 11th place. Runas on the back of Chebby. Chebby only going backwards in the RSC. Was that somebody wide through the just ahead of Chebby? No, it wasn't. Chebby sideways on the exit of that corner. Runas rather quick in that FXO again. Not as quick as Kenneth O'Keefe is, unfortunately for him, but still catching up the RSC, which is quite considerably quicker than him. But Baker is about to be lapped by Hugo Luis, RS leader. Around the outside does Hugo go, and Baker will yield because he's a nice person, as denoted by the Santa on the side of his car. Karalampu driving straight past Donalik, who had a yellow, not a yellow, a blue flag. But Hugo Luis in a masterclass of driving at the moment. He's led from start to finish. 35 minutes gone in this 2-hour race, 1 hour 24 and 28 seconds remaining here at Fernweh Gold. And I think it's time for a plug, is it not?
Sounds about right.
Something coming up in NDR's big busy schedule over the Christmas period is the NDR New Year event. which will occur obviously sometime around New Year. Then we've got the GTAL round on the 17th, 18th, 19th, something like that, of
30th.
January. Well, I was totally off the mark there, wasn't I?
You were getting the date more close for the MOE 24 hours.
Oh god, that'll be a killer.
You get over it.
Yep, the massive endurance is on the Saturday and Sunday, the 16th and 17th of January, and the GTAL round on the 30th of January. And I know I'll have somehow got that wrong, as I'm looking at 2 dates. And I got that mixed up or wrong or something, so correct me, please. Doles are finding the tyres began lap about there. No, sorry, Chevy finding them even harder behind, and Runas still closing on him. Now here's Runas on Chevy, still closer still. With Strecken currently in 4th place, and that Alex Ford getting around the car of Salama, who's been having problems. He's been in the pit lane. Several cars now 1 lap down, and I don't even know where the correct lap drivers actually start. Arugio has taken the wrong route, however. We were talking about him a moment ago, which means that Muller inherits 4th place in the race. Well, I never. Anything can happen in these NDR fun events, which are supposed to be fun for the competitors, even though we have now only 3 cars on the lead lap. For Strecken in 3rd place is a minute behind our leader, and it's about 20 seconds between Sadel in 2nd and Hugo Luis leading the race. As I've said before, Hugo Luis showing a masterclass of driving here. A rather large gaggle of cars around the... who was that? I missed the name, I'm afraid.
Donalik.
Donalik, he's taken the wrong route, as well as we see Casper Runas, who is using an H shifter and the clutch for the first time, which supposedly explains his slowness and his bit of an ability to not be able to drive at all. Holding up a massive gaggle of cars ahead. Dozal after his spin, going ahead and ahead and ahead and ahead and ahead. Once again, he's up to 6th again after just passing Kenneth O'Keefe on the hunt down of Oscar Hardwick ahead. Now we've got a massive gang of 3 cars, and that's Runas, Baker and Karalampu. I get a screensaver up on the streaming PC, so I can't see a thing that's happening. I rejoin the action personally as Runas behind Baker, but look at Baker, very slow through the what's it called, the chicane. Runas will get in the slipstream. He's not going to have as much power at all as Baker does, and Baker's going around Old Navy Kasperinis as he goes. Look at Kasperinis sideways. What's he doing? Karalampu behind Runas. He's going to go side by side with him. Will Runas even spot the tiny LX4 that's beside him? They go side by side through the chicane. Kasperinis managing to yield behind, but now here's Baker on Chevy ahead. Chevy not having the best of drives once again. Not a particularly fast driver is Chevy, but he's a very, very determined and very, very determined driver. That's the only adjective I can really find from, unfortunately, at the moment. But I'll rack my English brain and have a think.
Have a good think. I just had a look at what happened to Dominic. He clipped the tires in the right-hand apex of the final turn, and it flipped him out of bounds.
Well, I never. Meanwhile, Muller is being caught by his teammate Dorzal, who has already overtaken the FZ5 of Oscar Hardwick, and the 2 teammates, very, very red, very, very black cars of Team Inferno, as Hugo Luis gets the fastest lap at 33.24. Not bad time at all from him, as Dorzal goes driving straight past Muller, currently the fastest TBO in 5th place at the moment. I say fastest, best placed is probably a bit better word. And that's Baker off. One of the things he's been coming into. No, he hasn't. Sorry, he's been in the pit lane, and my yellow flag ometer has failed me. Yep, Baker in the pit lane with 1 hour 15 to go. What else is happening? Well, Oscar Hardwick, very hard over the curbs there from Oscar. He's catching on the back of Muller, as you would expect, with the FZ5 being a lot quicker. And look at him go around the outside of him. He's got so much power on the brakes at turn number 1, but Muller's going to hold his position. Will Oscar be able to get a good enough exit anywhere to try and get alongside early on? Well, not through the chicane, as Muller leads him through there. Muller running a bit wide. And Kasperinis has retired from the race. Apparently from Jack Atkinson, our pit lane reporter. A bit like Ted Kravitz, but without the racial issues. He has rolled it at the last corner. Karalampu just passed Runas finally, after quite a long time of trying, and he's going to catch up to Chevy. Oscar Hardwick is off. Man, look at things, and that means Kenneth O'Keefe's going to drive straight back past him. Oscar Hardwick's struggling to hold on. He's going to drop down to 7th place. Kenneth O'Keefe inheriting 6th now. Oh, it's Oscar Hardwick. Oscar Hardwick goes diving into the pit lane, yeah.
He shunted the wall coming out of last turn. So Hugo Lewis continues to lead. Fastest lap from him in the race is a 1:30.18.
Yes, it is, and that's a very, very quick lap, but not particularly unexpected in the hands of Hugo Luis.
Just for a bit of comparison, the second fastest lap so far is a 1:31.12 from Dolzau.
Here is Lampu catching on the back of Chevy. Obviously not rapidly enough. Those Runas are still holding on to the back of this trio. Chevy really not particularly quick today. But look at Carl Lampu now, right on the back of him. He's going to want to be passed as soon as possible, as Chevy's only holding him up and probably even holding Runas up, which is amazing, even though he's in a much more powerful car. Chevy still not yielding. Not that he has to Carl Lampu. Carl Lampu without the draft. Does he have any more speed down the straight than Chevy? No, of course he doesn't, because he's in a less powerful car. Oscar Hardwick retires down the inside. He tries, does Carl Lampu. No joy. Carl Lampu still on the back of Chevy. Not so much though. He's dropped back, even closer to Runas than to the back of Chevy. Vincent Lombardi setting a new PB. Salama also closing up on Versaveld over the other side of the track for 13th and 14th position. Only 15 runners left now. After several rolls and several retirements and several crashes and several dings and dents and bumps and scratches, and it's Christmas, you don't need to be hitting people. But these are of course sim racing drivers, and they don't listen to people particularly a lot. Versaveld still slowly backing down to Salama. I don't mean backing down really, I mean that he's losing time. Because I'm a stupid idiot, my words always come out wrong. Meanwhile, here comes Carl Lampu. He had a look down the inside in the left-hand long thing, but didn't make any ground on him, and you can see the two halves of the track, which car is quicker. Chevy considerably quicker through the faster and parts with the longer straights on, but with the more cornery twisty bits you can see the LX4 has considerably more pace. Oh, and Chevy hits the wall on the outside. Very hard from Chevy. He's going to even have to give Runas that place behind, but look at the damage on Chevy's left rear. That was a big hit from him. Yep, the left rear, pardon. now clearly visible on that car. That's not going to be healthy. Meanwhile, Salma getting a lot closer to Van Verseveld. Every time Van Verseveld's car does pass my eye, that Santa really does distract me quite a lot. Oh, there's a Christmas tree on the other side as well. How nice. So we're not close enough to challenge into the first corner. I've gone for the on-board, and it's not what I wanted really, but I'll probably best get rid of that if I'm honest with you. Yeah, I will do, because that's awful. As we see Dozal go flying through. Here's Seb Hutchinson of Sonic Realms Racing to take over from Michael Booth. Michael Booth running as high as 10th at the moment. And there's Gino Van Verteveld. He's over the grass. He's going to come back on the road. Will he hit the wall? No, he won't. He holds it off, but that means that Salma is going to go meow straight past. Yep, with 35 laps gone, here comes Hugo Luis to pass Michael Booth and lap him once again. And only 3 cars still on the lead lap. That's Hugo Luis, our race leader, Sadel, who is about 30 seconds behind now, and Verstrecken, who's quite considerably far back now. Dozal, the only person to have pitted in the top 10. Baker, Laprovot's pitted twice, and Salma are also the only people who have pitted up to now. 1 hour 6 remaining. Lombardi getting another PB by 200ths of a second now. And as I was saying earlier, that I am Verstrecken, Sadel and Luis were the only people not to be lapped yet. You can now see from Hugo Luis's car just ahead that Verstrecken is there. Hugo Luis running right over the grass. And here we go. Hugo Luis now making only 2 cars left on the lead lap, as he gets into the fastest lap, a 1:30.33 is that? Hutchison coming out of the pit lane now, after having taken over from Michael Booth, and he's going to hold his ground on the inside of is that Carol Lampu, or is it it's Carol Lampu? Well, Carol Lampu is going to go. Look, where's Seb going? Where is Seb going? He's going to hit the tyres hard, and they're very hard tyres as well. He's going to have to reverse out. Disaster for Seb Hutchinson. And for Mare Racing / Sonic Realms Racing / whatever you want to call them. That's not gone well in the words of whoever wants to say that.
I think that's one of your catchphrases. I think that's one of your catchphrases. I have shocked him so much with the news that Chris has lost his voice.
Sailed overtaking Runas to get another lap on him. And seeing as Jack Atkinson, our race director for the day, has been yelling down my ear for quite a while. No, down my ear, sorry, down my keyboard, because he doesn't have a working microphone. That I have to plug the community awards that he is running for this year, taking over from Ben Keogh after he's been very, very busy with non-Live for Speed related stuff, which I sort of didn't really believe, because if you do stuff to do with Live for Speed, you don't have anything else at all because you've got no social life. However, this obviously isn't the case for Ben, but yep, the nominations are now open. Check out the Live for Speed Community Awards section in the general LFS discussion forum. And yeah.
Yep, just having a look through the nominations to make sure everyone was doing it right. Offered Jackson some help, and a few people giving some, how should I say, interesting responses.
So long as I'm beating you at the nominations for the best commentator, I'm not really complaining, Jonathan. I'm not a competitive person. I've just got to beat you on the nominations. I've got to.
Why? Because you swear on there?
No, it's just an ego thing.
Ego? What's that?
Mother lapping Lombardi now. Hugo Luis only going faster. A 129.94 from him. He's breaking the 130s in that RSC. He's driving the wheels off that car. Very well done to him. And as Jack Atkinson comes running to me, look at this. To me, that is 0.09 seconds off the world record, only 9/10 off. As here comes Niall McAvoy to take over. World record obviously not going to be broken in this stint as we reach 1 hour to go, around about now. So, sorry, that was 9/10, not 900. No. 900s, not 9/10. Pardon me and my failing.
Maybe you should have created a new commentary for most fail race commentator of the year.
Well, I don't think we'd have any other nominations, to be honest. Except maybe Old
It'd be a
Navy.
close race between you and Paso for that.
Well, at least I don't have the jokes. Inverted commas jokes as well.
Just saw in the live stream chat, Jack Sedgwick, I think it was, mentioning about Thilo's wonderful line in the Kyoto 500 commentary of drafting is like a potato.
Yes, it is. That's actually been made into a YouTube video. Something I haven't had the honour of being in yet.
So, Niall McAvoy has taken over from Hugo, but is still sitting in the pits for some reason.
Oh, he's disappeared. Oh, there he is. Lag.
Mm-hmm. And Saddle's in the pits.
And so is Muller.
So actually, Saddle is
Why
quite
is Niall
close to
McAvoy?
McAvoy. That's interesting, yeah.
And Saddle's going to drive straight past him, as McAvoy's still sitting in the pit lane.
Oh, control
This is
problems, I
strange.
guess. He just updated his controls. Maybe he was having problems with his controller. Oh, and Hugo
Away
takes
he
back over.
goes. Oh,
Hugo has
here
come
comes
back
from-
into the
for,
car.
well, I never.
Interesting.
Oh, thank you to everyone in the live stream chat who's noticed before me, who's actually sitting in the server. That's actually snow on the front of the My 3D car in lovely snowy Fern Bay in Jamaica. When will I learn?
Oh dear. Jackson just said to me in MSN, should have gotten snow textures for this. And my reaction was, in Jamaica?
To be honest, having snow in Jamaica isn't quite as absurd as having low downforce at West Hill, but I'm still not giving him that one.
Oh, I love that. It was actually something that, Hugo is back into the pits to try this swap again with McAvoy. So I wonder if McAvoy could have been just having wheel or something issues?
I don't know, there he is and away he goes. It's not good for my Friday. They drop back down to third place. Sadle leads Dozal in second, but not a lot of room separating them. You can see Sadle now as McAvoy comes through the chicane. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there's. Oh, whoa. Baker sideways. He's going up the. Oh, he's going grass cutting. Recovers it, but he was up that hill like a climber or something. Like a climber or something. God almighty, what am I on?
You're trying to clinch the award for funniest commentary line of the year, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Is the one for. Well, I've got that anyway for doing things to people's asses. In my opinion. Here is Muller trying to get past Jonnathan Palmer, who's currently in last place, actually. 15 drivers still remaining. And down the inside comes Muller. And he makes the move stick. Even though it was to lap the car of Jonnathan Palmer. No, I didn't notice. Dolezal has been off through the fast chicane, and look at Niall McAvoy. He's still in the same camera zone as Dolezal is, so this is going to turn into a bit of a battle soon by the looks of things. Dolezal also stuck behind Arunas.
Hi, that's a little dodgy, but no good. Rena's getting out of the way. Yeah. Well, actually, I haven't seen many problems with the lap traffic. One thing that is an issue is that the raceabout is lower than the FXOs and all the other tin tops here. So it's a little hard for them to see up ahead of them when they're behind one.
Yes, it is, and also if you see a big FXO coming up to one of the really tiny LX4s, you do sort of feel sorry for the dwarven little LX4 sitting just beside it. As I hear that Seb's been off once again. First time he's ever driven the combination, according to Sonic Realms themselves. And he's showing it really, isn't he?
It's not doing too bad, I guess.
Lombardi, Kenneth O'Keefe and Chebby still yet to pit with 51 minutes remaining in the race. And Lombardi's been off somewhere or others. We see like Jan Labrava diving down the inside of Baker. Now he's going to try and hold it around the outside. Can he make it stick? Has he got the power? Yes, he has. That was a good move now from Jan Labrava. And look at Verstrecken trying to lap these two as well, struggling because of the battle. Baker wide. Baker. Oh, brilliant save from Baker.
Wow.
Oh. Well, I never. Oh, but he's overcooked it in the braking zone for turn one. He's going to go wide. Over the grass. There's so much time. And, well. Yeah. Oh, and he's going to nearly run wide in the chicane as well. Oh, and he's going flying. Where's he gone? Where has he gone? He's joined the spectators. He has took the wrong route. That was brilliant.
Oh, and Lombardi's got a flat front right tire. Lombardi has a flat front right tire coming to the pits.
Yeah, so in comes Lombardi soon, if he can make it. Nearly taking the tyres out. Into the pit lane he comes, one of the few drivers left to pit. We've also got Kenneth O'Keefe and Chebby. Kenneth O'Keefe has been quite quiet today, which is a change for him. Up in 5th place in that FXO, that's a good good position for him at the moment. Into the pits also for Dolezal for a second time in this race. So yep, Dozal manages to rejoin just in front of Salama, nearly taking him with him. Restraken has reclaimed third place from Dozal. Dozal is coming through the first corner as you were just saying, and there is Restraken making contact with the wall on the outside, coming into the bridge section. McAvoy making his way past Versafeld, that's him. And here is Sale, our current race leader, after the trials and tribulations that Mantha ID have gone through, is now just managing to get his way past Chevy after a massive picnic over the grass. Here is Joseph Ellis on the serve, and we all duck for cover.
O'Keefe in the pits, and that should just leave Chevy to have to make his pit stop.
Yeah, passes the pit lane once more, and that's very good if he's been able to run an hour and 15 minutes on one tank of fuel on one set of tyres. Out comes O'Keefe, and he will rejoin in 6th place. Only Chevy has passed him in that, and he'll be rather chuffed with that, I would have thought. Muller still quite a long way back. He's at the end of the pit straight. Kenneth O'Keefe comes past and out of the turn 1. Sullivan down the inside of Lombardi to lap him once again. Excuse the massive yawn, but I was in the middle of a conversation and I'm not going to stop.
Tired from all that snow shoveling?
Yeah, Awful stuff is snow. More Scrooge comments coming from the live stream chat. Joy of joys. While I was arguing about football there, I've just noticed that Lombardi somehow got past Salma again, and Salma wants to be passed again. Salma quite a bit quicker in that FXO than the RB4 of the Dynamo team leader, I think. Vincent Lombardi. Oh, Salma getting 2 wheels up on the grass, and he's going in the... As I pull my mic lead out and totally muck up. Excuse the camera's stuck on the pit lane for a while, but I was asking about football once again. Runas also wanting to be past Jonnathan Palmer. Down the inside comes Runas, more power from the FXO, but that's why it's in most leagues restricted to 3%. That puts Runas in the same position as he was, because that was just 2 laps and 1. And obviously I didn't realise that before because I'm blonde. Not blonde, but I'm an idiot blonde.
State of mind. Blonde is
Yeah.
not a hair color, it's a state of mind.
So we've heard that Joe Holmes obviously must be blonde, and Sadel currently leads, as we've already seen, and there is McAvoy. A long way back now is now McAvoy.
Incidentally, starting on January 10th, if I remember correctly, is the first round of the 2010 Icon Touring Car Championship season, and Wilco here actually had a fairly good showing in the test race last weekend. I'll get race 1 up on my Blip TV page so you can watch it and download it instead of looking at it in crappy quality on live stream, along with the other 2 races. The clips will miss part of the start of us talking, but not a big deal as long as you don't miss any of the race, right?
Very, very true. The only reason I actually got a gun run out was the ballast system, which is new, but yeah, can't complain.
Bollard!
So as you've now found out, I'm not the only one that swears on race streams.
Oh, I just felt like doing it to be like you.
Ooh, Sadel. Oh, race leader. Nearly getting sideways. Is that just to try and boost your chances of getting the Best Commentator award?
No. Oh, and Seidel gets Twitch on coming onto the railway bridge straight. The gap is quite a long ways. Let's see if I can find the actual number here. Oh, well, wait, he'll cross the split line here in just a second. Gap is 31.6 seconds between Seidel and McAvoy. And looking at timing and scoring system, Seidel is actually a little faster than McAvoy rather recently.
Yeah, McAvoy obviously not showing the pace that Hugo Louis showed us earlier. 31.67, 31 seconds and 67 hundredths of a second is the official server gap at the moment. Sadel crosses the line to start another lap in a few seconds. 39 minutes remaining in the race, which means that we are 1 minute and 20 minutes through, and Sadel leads. And oh, that's somebody going over the grass. That's Karl Ampu. And where's he going? Karl Ampu with the gravel. Totally outbraking himself. He's in the key litter. Gets it out. Oh well, Karl Ampu deciding the brakes weren't particularly important and that he'd just try and slow down somehow else by means of grass, which didn't work.
You know, you can disable that for temporarily. You know, when you and also there's a oh, wrong button. Anyway, lapping around Versfeld. Only 14 cars running out of 24 started. So it's not too low of an average for Fern Bay, though.
Well, we always see quite a lot of dropouts at Fern Bay, as you heard Jonnathan Palmer there pressing the wrong button, responding to a private bind said by Timo Hinion in the back room. But yeah, you do see a rather large dropout rate at Fern Bay, and you see a lot of accidents in which people go flying off into the to infinity and beyond. We saw Stuart Baker go flying off the mountainside on the outside of turn 3 and 4. We've seen Nico Patola go out of bounds. We've seen many cars upside down, Jack Sedgwick being one of them. So yeah, you do see quite a lot of rather large and rather strange crashes at Fern Bay.
Yeah, but overall the race has actually been pretty good from what bits I've been able to watch. I remember there being a rather big schmozzle going through the chicane on the first lap, and then the occasional solo incident or so, but other than that, it's actually been fairly good racing all around, even with the smaller amount of cars left.
Yep, I mean, we are starting to space out a bit now, but yeah, hasn't been bad at all, really. Especially since you've got so many different types of cars mixed together. I mean, you can see here that you've got LX4s and RB4s and even RACs both all fighting against each other. Also, I've just noticed that we've been 1 hour 23 minutes and 55 seconds in. This man here, Chevy, still yet to pit.
Well, if he can go a long way on fuel, he's got until 5 minutes left in the race.
Shrekking very sideways there. Runas behind him, not for position, but just for the crack, I think. Seeing as this is a rather fun race, and Runas quite easily actually being able to compete with the RB4. Come on, with the LX4 ahead of him. Also, I've just noticed that the NFS Light Series returns on the 8th of January, Friday evening, South City Chicane. So yeah, all you racers, get yourself there. As I've heard reports that Sadler race leader is drifting, and look at that! That's brilliant! Oh, he said it again! What's he doing?
His rear tires are red hot, so it's kind of hard to hold it straight when your rear tires are hot.
That's phenomenal car control. He's in the pit lane, but my lord. Still having a bit of a drift. here in this 2-hour race.
This will let McAvoy close, assuming Seidel can get out of pits. McAvoy is starting to come through the final turns, and it will close McAvoy into Seidel, but Seidel is exiting pits now, so it'll actually get a bit closer here. Quite a bit closer.
Yep, into the first corner goes Seidel now, and McAvoy still closing. Yep, this will close things up quite nicely with 32 minutes remaining.
Yep, after the first sector, the gap is down to 4.44 seconds. So we'll have to see if McAvoy can make some good laps to catch up Seidel and make this a good show for the win here in the last half hour of this race.
Yeah, but it would be nice. I've heard from the back room that Seidel is actually he's got very, very strong drifting routes, and he's actually more a drifter than a racer. Usually, and you can see he's just got that hint of sideways all the time. Even when he's driving sort of straight, he's still, you know, you can still see that he's a drifter just by the way he's driving it. Well, I can. Dolezal is rather close to the back of Verstappen, and I wouldn't have thought Verstappen would be catching Dolezal, so I sense that Dolezal has overtaken Verstappen after his pit stop. Now we can see Carol Ampu, the man with the amazing name, after having made 3 pit stops, is catching up to the back of Muller, and he nearly has a dive. We've seen Carol Ampu crawling over the grass to try and break him, to try and slow him down. We've seen him in the gravel trying to slow him down, and we've seen him stuck behind people trying to slow him down. And he's managed to pass all of those without slowing down. Now will he be able to make his way past Muller? He looks to the inside through there, but he's going to have the outside. Not a good run at all. Into the left-hand hairpin. No run there, but he'll probably have a run on him on the straightaway. I'm turning into American by saying straightaway. I can feel the burgers ripping at my skin right now, but here comes Carol Ampu. Will he have the run? No, not really. Yep, there is Seidel and McAvoy. And by the looks of things, McAvoy still closing. I can't tell for sure. We've got Verstappen, not Verstappen. Where have I got that from? Lombardi in between them in the RB4. Karalampu still stuck behind Muller, 1 lap down, and Chevy finally makes that pit stop that we've been waiting for so long. Out he comes, man, now like a voice sideways out of turn 1. Big gaggle of cars here with, ooh, there's Muller going off in the thingamabobby section. Dorzal going down the inside of Seb Hutchinson there, making that move very, very easy for him as he continues his way up the field lapping. Currently third is Dorzal. Look at Karalampu still stuck behind Muller. And Chevy trying to get past Salomon. Chevy seemingly found his pace again, either that or... No, Salomon's passed him, hasn't he? Yes, by the looks of things. Karalampu is off! Karalampu is off! Karalampu is off! We can't see him! Where is he? He rejoins right in front of his stretch!
Off in the chicane, yeah.
That was
coming out of the fast chicane.
Stupid.
Rather dodgy almost. Oh, someone I just saw flying. Chevy has hit the wall coming onto the bridge straight hard and has completely wasted that left front suspension.
Now, I've seen quite a lot of knackered cars in my time, but that's rather knackered for a league race. You can see the front left tyre is just totally positive cambered. That car is absolutely knackered. Now as he tries to turn into right-hander, he's got absolutely no bite from that air at all. And he's even going to be overtaken by Seb Hutchinson, who gets a wheel on the grass and nearly spins it. Oh, this is fun.
Oh, and Runas comes and punts him up the boot.
That wasn't Runas. That was Muller.
Oh, yeah, I saw the 18, and I think that connected in my head with Deadline in GTAL. Yep, sorry about that.
Speaking of which, is back on the 30th of January from South City.
Yep, South City long reverse. That will be quite an interesting one, especially with that run down to the first turn being that very, actually it's quite narrow part of a track.
Yep, it is. I was racing last year and it was very, very interesting to say the least. A lot of cars going a lot of everywhere. Not particularly fun to race in, I must say, but it was rather fun, shall we say. And it probably would have been good to have a stream on for anyone who wanted to watch the carnage. But hopefully we won't have this year, as that will be on Multi-BC, which will hopefully work this time.
Yeah, there's a technical problem with the streaming server we were assigned to, and the other two were in use. So, yeah, unfortunately we had to move here to live stream, sorry.
Well, it's debatable if if live stream or if multi-BC is the best. And I mean, I personally think that the new layout of live streams just spoiled everything. It's awful.
Yeah, if I could have the quality and the method of doing live stream with the quality and method of doing multi-BC with the studio setup and whatnot of live stream, then I'd be happy. Like, totally happy. But right now, as I see it, multi-BC is better than live stream.
Yeah, well, debatable by a lot of people, and what I think would probably solve this whole debate would be if multi-BC would just come up with a little chat, even just the tiniest little chat client next to one of the streams, and they're sorted anyway. Let's get back to this stuff now. McAvoy, by the looks of things, still catching on Seidl.
Yeah, just under 3.5 seconds left. Looks like that McAvoy is actually, on average, a little slower than Seidl. But, yeah, you never know. There's still 22 minutes left in the race.
Well, 21 minutes and 20 seconds as now. Oh God, Shad. Obviously now Hutchinson and Muller going rather close, but Hutchinson obviously quite a few laps down at this point after taking over from Michael Booth earlier on, and he gets a massive slide on, and there goes Verstappen. Meow, straight past once again.
Did you just say meow again?
I think I did. Oh, but Seb's not having any of it. He's come back down the inside of Verstappen. Bang! Straight into the side. Verstappen turning in, somehow not seeing that massive car looming of Seb Hutchinson. But oh, Seb not really backing down to Verstappen here. And Verstappen coming down the inside once again. Will Seb see him? Seb doesn't really see him. He makes contact again. He's over the grass. Nearly making contact with Chernobyl, what's he called? Charlampe. Yeah, Seb Hutchinson. Quite a bit of a fighter today.
Back to McAvoy and Seidl. And McAvoy can start to be able to see far off in the distance a small speck, known as, also reckoned to be Seidel's raceabout. And yeah, he's very much closing. He closed up a second in the last lap, and I would expect he's closed up another second in this lap.
Oh, there's McAvoy, very sideways, holds onto it. Oh, good save from him.
Getting about half a second is McAvoy and Seidl. Gap is now down to about 2 seconds. So yeah, definitely gonna have a cracker of a race for the win here late in this race.
Yes, we are on 2 RACs as well. The most, or as far as I know, as everyone's opinion is, that it is the worst car in Live for Speed for them. I'm not the biggest fan of the RAC, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, very, very opinionated on how people don't like it. And there's Seidl off! He recovers! Oh, he's sideways again! Seidl's really making an, a bit of a, what's the word, muck-up of this. Or at the moment, he's losing time by the rafters too now, McAvoy.
Hit down to 1.3 seconds here. But of course, the old racing adage goes, the cliche, Chris, and I'm sure you know this quite well, being a racer yourself. Catching is one thing, overtaking is a complete different.
Yes, you are so right. And I would agree totally, because there's so many times that I've caught up with somebody and never been able to pass them, and then I've had the excuse of being able to say that cliche.
So while Wilco enjoys a bit of chocolate just brought to us by the hospitality folks here in Fern Bay, I'd like to just mention that a week from Monday, so on Monday the 28th of December, keep an eye on the New Dimension Racing website and the NDR section in the teams, or NDR thread in the team section of the LFS forums. We're going to have a rather major announcement. We're working behind the scenes to get everything sorted out. But yeah, a fairly major announcement which I'm sure will quite interest quite a lot of the community. Have a big impact in the community, I'm sure.
Yep, I'm sure it will. We've been working very hard on getting it to work. And yes, also thank you to Michael Booth today for catering and hospitality. Much appreciated.
In other NDR news here, as we I guess are still watching. I'm not actually watching the stream, and I don't have the GUI today. Still watching Seidel try and get chased down by McAvoy. That did not come out right. McAvoy trying to chase down Seidel. Sorry, 1.19 seconds there, coming out of the chicane. LFS kart will be back in 2010. Same old cars, sort of thing. Yeah. We have 10 or 11 rounds, depending on when Rockingham becomes released. We're also going to run LFS Kart Light Summer Series in conjunction with LFS Kart. Also the Keto 250 for mid-March. I'll make a post tomorrow or something with all the dates about that. Also, myself and Chris have been working on sorting out details and schedules and whatnot for the TBO Challenge and Road Sport Cup, and so I'll get a little wrong getting into the last complex of turns, but managing to keep it ahead of McAvoy for now.
Yep, all of those coming to you very soon, but this is probably more to the point now, as somebody's off. That's Verstrecken is off. Oh, he's disappeared. He's been upside down. He's coming back out the pit lane. But meanwhile, Seidel taking a very strange line in turn one. He's actually having to defend now from McAvoy. And we said this would hot up within the last few minutes, and 13 minutes and a half to go still. And McAvoy really close to the back of Seidel now. Not close enough to make an attempt yet. Seidel very sideways there, gone to the bridge section. But yeah, McAvoy closing very rapidly.
and lap traffic up ahead. That is Gino and Chevy up ahead. So let's hope that they don't do too much to screw with this battle.
Oh, Chevy in the wall on the right hand side. Chevy, what's he doing? Chevy with now a lot of damage. Saddle's going to come down the inside in the first corner. This is going to turn out really good for Saddle if he makes it work. McAvoy down the inside. Side by side for the lead. Side by side for the lead in the chicane. It's in the good place to go side by side. Saddle still holds on the lead. McAvoy losing time in the tyres on the outside. Whew.
A little dodgy from Chevy to try and turn in. A little bit of lack of awareness, I guess you could say that was.
Yep, I would have to agree. Some quite strange driving from this in some cases and sometimes. But yep, these two still very, very close. Even closer now after that. And look at McAvoy, still eyeing up the back of Saddle. And Saddle taking a wild line through that corner. Now look at McAvoy. Still, he could probably make a challenge now. Kenneth O'Keefe unblocking messages because he likes things like that, obviously. But will McAvoy get a slipstream down the straight? Lombardi is off in the first sector somewhere. We'll stay with this because this might actually kick off now. Still defending. He's over the grass defending. We all over the place. Now McAvoy will come around the outside of him. I thought he would probably back off and try and get back down the inside here, but he hasn't done that. Have to stay behind him for at least a little bit. He takes the tyres out. Does McAvoy.
Wonder if he's trying to psych out a little bit, Seidel. He's trying to play mind games with him.
I don't know. I looking at it now, I don't think Seidel's the best of drivers under pressure. McAvoy getting a sideways moment on there, and he's lost quite a significant chunk of time to him. There. But yeah, you can just see that I don't think Seidel's 100% confident with someone in his mirror is defending there from McAvoy. He took a look. Seidel took that a bit too seriously. Now look at McAvoy looking down the inside. No, says Mr. Seidel.
With 10 minutes left in this race, that'll be about 4 more laps, I guess.
Yep, something around that sort of number. But McAvoy still not making any ground until now. That is very close, and he's going to have a slipstream down the straight. He must do, he must do. He's going to, he's sideways. He hasn't got it anymore.
And I'm sorry I fell at math. No, it should be about 7 or 8 laps left. Minute and a half, not 2 minutes long laps. What am I on about?
Oh, but that is Seidel. He's wide. He's over the grass. McAvoy coming around the outside. He's done it. He's into the lead. Oh, and a mistake.
Seidel made a mistake. Yeah, he clipped the tire.
Oh, McAvoy made a mistake as well. That was a save from McAvoy. That mind.
Yeah, Seidel clipped the tires going through the fast chicane and slid him out onto the grass, and basically McAvoy got the better run, and Seidel basically had no opportunity to defend. So yep, McAvoy has the lead back. Dolezal is 18 seconds behind these two, so he may have a chance if he can be fast enough to catch this group.
Yeah, well, you never know. I think it's probably gone for him. Everywhere else we are having lapping battles, but is McAvoy taking a lead out on Seidel now? Yes, quite considerably, as put into another fastest lap. Yeah, McAvoy with a B lead. There's Sale behind. Unfortunately, Sale just seemed to crack under pressure, made that mistake. And now he's lost the lead for Friendship Racing, as it's supposedly called, who's sideways under the braking. And I thought that Nick and Pantola didn't have any friends, but he's obviously got one who's rather quick, as we have seen today.
It does look like Dolzell may be catching Sile. He got about 2 seconds, and Verstrecken joins spectators and leaves. But yeah, Dolzell was about 2 seconds faster on that previous lap. We'll see what it is on this lap, but looks like Dolzell is slowly working that gap down.
Yep, well, 6 minutes and a half to go, and he may do it if one of them let me try that again. If one of them makes a mistake, then yeah, he's almost definitely going to inherit the second place or the first place or whatever. Yeah. Kenneth O'Keefe
Keith is
off. He's off big style, Kenneth. He's got a flat tyre.
The arm go?
No,
he doesn't.
Left
no, he just got completely
fairly damaged.
No. 3 out of 4 dampers are completely shot, and the right rear might as well be. I guess he slapped the wall, and then maybe he had a roll or something somewhere. But he's still continuing on. What?
Well, this is going to be fun, seeing how Kenneth O'Keefe decides Oh, that's very early on the brakes. He's over the grass. He's going to go into that kitty litter there. Boom. He's going to try and reverse it out that gravel trap. But you can see, just his tyres are absolutely not nice tyres. His suspension's just absolutely shagged.
Yep. He's with the way the tire, it's going to heat one of the part of the tire, and the tire will overheat with the way it's scraping. Looking specifically at that left front, and left front will burst, I'm sure.
Yeah, but once again he goes bang through the tyres, just missing going bang through those tyres as well. And this isn't particularly safe from Kenneth O'Keefe. He shouldn't be driving like this. He's dropped down to 7th already just because of this massive damage and that parking in the gravel. It probably would have been quicker for him to go in the pits and hit the wall. And he joins the spectators and retires. Typical Kenneth O'Keefe, really, retiring as soon as something goes wrong. Here is Runas and Salomon, not for position. This is the first time we've seen 2 FXOs battle today. And now Runas is going to go down the inside at the right-hander. Salomon not particularly fighting him off, and he takes the position quite comfortably. Good move from Runas, even if it was under blue flag. Taking a look back at the battle for the lead, and McAvoy with a massive lead on Sadel now. Sadel just going backwards and backwards and backwards on the back of McAvoy now, by the looks of things. And you can see Dolzell in. No, you can't.
So yeah, McAvoy coming across the line with just under 3:20 to go, and that'll be about 3 laps left.
Well, that's what I'd make it.
Shalama having it off coming through the fast chicane there, but keeping it going. And we're down to 12 out of 24 running, so we are halfway through the field in terms of attrition.
Yep, I've seen worse rates in Live for Speed racing, but I've definitely seen better.
Dolezal has worked the gap to Seidel down to just over 9 seconds. But unless Seidel has a few more mistakes, his rear tires were really hot again, so that should facilitate Dolezal catching at least a second or two a lap.
Oh, very sideways from Seidel. He holds on to it even though going through the grass. I've heard what the problem with Kenneth O'Keefe was. His brother turned on the television. Wow.
And that affects him how?
Well, we don't know, Jonathan. We don't know. Here's Seidel having a nice drift. He may actually, we've got 1 minute 20 to go, and this Seidel drift show and this Seidel having a bit too much fun may actually cause Dolezal to catch unbelievably and go for second.
Down to 5 seconds the gap is.
Well, Seidel is off the road once again. He's sideways, hits the wall. I think we'll probably leave it on Seidel here because he's being caught by Dolezal so quickly. Now down to 12 drivers. Well, yeah, we might as well stay with Seidel now, as A, he's giving us a brilliant drift show, and 2, Dolezal's breathing right down his neck. And Seidel's nearly off, and that goes Dolezal down the inside, and he's done it! Dolezal takes second off Seidel. Seidel's sideways. Brilliant slide from Seidel, but that's not done him any good. He's down to 3rd. And he's in the grass, and he's going to take out Lombardi if he's not too careful. This is going to be the final lap. Oh, and Seidel's ruined it for him. He's ruined it for himself.
And he gives a green flag, green flag, green flag. Fine. I wonder if he's trying to check his tires. The 2 hours have elapsed.
They have, so it means that McAvoy has to lead the field round. And is that Seidel I see trying to go, expecting it to be the final lap and him finishing as he spins it in the first corner, right in the middle of everyone. There's Jonnathan Palmer trying to get round and does get round, but yep, we are now on the final lap as McAvoy comes just off the bridge section into the 2 long fast left-handers. And this has been overall a bit of a muck up in the middle for 3ID, but it's been a very good drive from them. Dolezal entering the 2 left-handers as McAvoy comes into the hairpin just behind Seb Hutchinson. And that's Seidel off again. He's backwards, rolling about there. Oh, and it's disaster for Seidel. Where's Muller? Is Muller a lap down? I think he is. Or is he actually?
McAvoy comes sliding across the line to take the win.
Yep, here comes Dolezal to take 2nd place, and Seidel's still going sideways for whatever he wants to. Has he got 2 flat rear tyres yet? He can't be far away. No, not Michael Booth, Seb Hutchinson slowing down obviously because he's finished the race. I can actually say that Seidel is going sideways for Christmas because it's Christmas. Everyone likes Christmas as he spins. He's not going sideways for Christmas anymore. He's doing cartwheels. Not cartwheels. Those are the things. Not barrel rolls either. I'm going to sod that. What? Sorry, I went rambling. So Seidel crosses the line in 3rd place. One minute and 8 seconds behind McAvoy. That's how much he lost in 2 laps because of those hot tyres. Muller finishing 1 lap down in 4th. Jan Laprevot 5th, and we await the rest of the results. Runar 6th, Chevy in 7th, Carol Lampu, 8 finishes, 8th, Sheena van Verseveld, 9th, Seb Hutchinson is 10th, Salama 11th, and Lombardi, our final finisher, in 12th. Only 12 finishes from today's race. And Jonathan, I think you saw at least enough to make a comment on how the racing was. How did you find it?
It was actually pretty good. Didn't see too much dodgy. So yeah, other than, overall it was actually pretty good racing.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, we've seen some little bits of stupidity, and we've seen some rather strange driving in some cases, but we've also seen some quite good driving as well. And yeah, just well done to everyone who drove. Excuse my amazing rapid camera movements there as I tried to get the camera trained on the grid. I'm still having a go. That'll do. There we go. But yep, in the future of NDR we have the NDR New Year's event that will be announced within the next few days by Jack Atkinson once again. That will be probably, from what I've heard from him, that will be probably the 2nd of January. Also, we have GTA out, the 3 hours of South City on the 30th of January as well. ACC returning on the 10th of January for the first round of its season, and Massive Endurance has its 24-hour race on the 16th and 17th of January. So there are your top 3. Thank you very much to Jonnathan Palmer for joining me in the commentary box. I'm Chris Wilkinson. Thank you to Jack Atkinson and all the drivers for competing and planning the event. I'm Chris Wilkinson. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next time.